When you think of an elephant, what's the first thing that pops into your head? For a lot of us, it's gotta be the trunk, right? This icon of just raw, unstoppable power. We even talk about it as a benchmark for strength. But have you ever really stopped to wonder how much truth there is to the legend? So let's get right into it. That's the big question we're tackling today. We're going to dig into the science and find out just how much power is really packed inside this incredible thing. But, the answer isn't just going to be a simple number. To really get it, to understand its power, we've got to look under the hood, so to speak. We need to explore the trunk's amazing anatomy. So what is an elephant's trunk actually made of? Well, it's not bone and it's not cartilage. Nope, it's something way more fascinating. It's this incredible structure called a muscular hydrostat. Now think about your own tongue or an octopus's arm. It's pure muscle that can twist, curl, stretch, and bend in basically any direction it wants. This totally boneless design is the secret to the trunk's unbelievable freedom of movement. And okay, here is where the numbers just get absolutely mind-blowing. An elephant's trunk contains somewhere around 40,000 individual muscles. 40,000. To give you some perspective on that, your entire human body has only about 650 muscles. All of it. It's like comparing a tiny little Bluetooth speaker to a full-on stadium sound system. That's the kind of complex, intricate engineering we are dealing with here. Okay, so it's super complex, but how does all that muscle actually translate into real-world strength? Well, to figure that out, scientists had to get pretty creative. Check this out. Researchers at a zoo in France came up with this really clever experiment. They built a special sensor box that would give out apples. So when an elephant pinched a sensor with the very tip of its trunk, it got an apple. And the harder it pinched, the more apples it got. It was a brilliant way to get the elephants to really show what they could do. So, what did they find? The pinching force from just those two tiny, finger-like tips at the very end of the trunk was about 33 newtons. Now that's roughly the same force as a firm handshake, but you have to remember, this is just the force from those super delicate little tips, the same part an elephant uses to pick up a single berry without even smushing it. And that right there shows you the difference between precision and raw power. So what happens when an elephant decides to bring all 40,000 of those muscles into the game? Well, the force goes up a lot. An elephant can lift up to 350 kilograms with just its trunk. I mean, that's about the weight of a small motorcycle. It's the kind of power that lets them literally uproot small trees or just roll giant boulders out of their path in the wild. That is the raw strength we all imagine. But here's the thing. Brute force is only half the story. The true marvel of the trunk is how it combines that insane power with incredible dexterity and a whole bunch of other surprising abilities. This mix of power and precision is what's just so amazing. The exact same trunk that can lift a motorcycle can also pick up a single tortilla chip without breaking it. It can untie a knot or even gently brush a speck of dust from another elephant's eye. And the trunk's talents don't stop with solid objects. It's also a high-powered biological hose. It can suck up almost 10 liters of water in just a couple of seconds, expanding like a balloon before spraying it all into its mouth or over its back to cool down. And get this, when an elephant exhales through its trunk, the air can shoot out at 150 meters per second. To put that in perspective, a human sneeze travels at about 4.5 meters per second. That's more than 30 times faster. It's just unbelievable. But, as amazing as all that muscle is, maybe the trunk's most impressive feature isn't its muscle at all. It's also one of the most sophisticated sensory organs on the planet. The trunk is, for all intents and purposes, a superpowered nose. It has nearly 2,000 genes dedicated just to smell, giving elephants one of the most powerful sniffers in the entire animal kingdom. This lets them find water from miles away, recognize their family members by scent alone, and they can even be trained to detect landmines. It's absolutely crucial to their survival. So let's bring all this together. We started out asking how strong an elephant's trunk is, but what we've actually discovered is that strength is a much, much bigger idea than just how much you can lift. There's this fantastic quote that just sums it up perfectly. True power doesn't always roar. Sometimes it sniffs. And that really gets to the heart of it, right? Power isn't just about force. It's also about sensitivity, intelligence, and awareness. And that kind of power, well, it stretches into the social and emotional lives of elephants too. They use their trunks to intertwine in what is basically a hug. They use them to comfort a distressed member of the herd with a gentle touch and to communicate all sorts of social cues. It's a tool for connection. So we end on this thought. Yeah, an elephant's trunk is immensely powerful, no question. But its true strength lies in its incredible ability to be both strong and gentle, destructive and creative, a tool for survival and a vehicle for emotion. So it makes you wonder, what if that's a better way to define strength for all of us?